What's up, YouTube? DarkWorldMOFO here with some great news, guys. New deck profile with some different cards, which are surprisingly interesting and surprisingly really good. Before I do this deck profile, I want to give a big shout out to Plants from Dueling Network. His YouTube is Online Duels. I'll put his link in the description. And I also want to give a big shout out to Michael Balan, YCS winner, as you know, Long Beach. His YouTube is DD Spade. I'll put his link in the description below. But we were all talking, and Plants introduced me to a card in my deck that I thought wasn't really going to work and was going to be a little bit situational and maybe only good early game, which it might be. But I mean, we've only done a little bit of testing, and so far it's worked out really well. But I'm going to show you the deck, and I want you guys to let me know what you think, and I will tell you what I think as I go along. So yeah, let's get started, guys. First off, you have the obvious 3 Grapha, 3 Snows, and 3 Brows. You always play these cards no matter what. And then you play one beige. I like 2, but you can only play 1. It will clog your hand with drag down and dealings, and you're gonna be forced sometimes to use this and then have to discard it when you just normal summon it. But it's really nice to spam Grapha. It just really sucks when this hits the field and you want to get your Grapha back, but they either warning this or get rid of this some other way. Then it really hurts because it's kind of hard to get this guy back, and it's kind of hard to spam your Grapha. And then you're down 1 less monster, and you already play a low count of monsters as it is. And then these are tour guides. Epic Dawn comes out next Tuesday. My birthday is this Saturday, so I will be getting those tour guides for my birthday. I'm getting a box for my birthday. I'll be opening up that on camera, but these are tour guides, so 2 tour guides. So I only play 12 monsters. It's a incredibly fast deck. It's definitely turbo. Spells, 3 gates, obviously, 3 dealings. I know I have a low monster count, but 3 dealings is just a staple. Like, you can play 2, but you'll find times when you're searching and you're like, why the fuck don't I have a 3rd dealings right now? Especially early game, these are really good when you just have 1 or 2 in hand, and then later in the game you can search out the 3rd and still have the discard outlet. And this is sometimes better than gates when you know they have the MST set, because they can't MST this because the effect will still go off. But when you're forced to have to use this and banish, and you know they have the MST, having 3 of these is always really good. It's almost like a backup, you could say. And then 3 drag downs, of course. Upstarts. This card's amazing. I'm always kind of love and hate. I always love and hate this card. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it, but you gotta play it. Even 2 or 3 is really good. I like 3 just because it's so easy to side out. It's side out fodder, and it makes the deck run fast. Then you got the 1-ofs: Card Destruction, Allure, Foolish, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy. That's it for the traps. Something crazy like 17 or 18 traps. I mean, not traps, sorry, spells. But yeah. Then for traps, you play 3 Reckless Greed, 2 Mind Crush, Staples, 1 Skill Drain, I side the other, Torrential, Solemn Judgment, and my last 2 trap cards is what I want to talk about. Now, most of you have probably seen that Final Countdown deck that topped YCS Philadelphia, and you're like, what the fuck was that last card he showed us? And it was Hope for Escape. I'll read this card to you. Activate only if your opponent's life points are at least 1,000 higher than yours, but pay 1,000 life points, and then you get to draw 1 card for every 2,000 point difference your life points and your opponent's. So this card's really good. It lets you draw at 2,000 point differences. In early game, this card and these make the deck incredibly fast. If you open up cards like 2 of these and hope for an escape, you go plus 2,000, and then you can do this, and then even if you have the skill drain, you get incredible pluses off of this card. It can be situational, but it works very well early game, and it's also easy to side out. But it overall makes the deck run a lot faster. So like even if you're at a low even if you're at a low life points and your opponent's still at pretty high, I've gotten +4 off of just this card. He was at like a full 8. No, he was at 9,000 from Upstart, and then he samurai'd me and just spammed the fields and knocked me down to 600. And I had this card set, and I used it, and I drew 4 cards, and then the next turn I won that game just from plussing up that much. This card is very nice. You gotta run 2. I don't have another one, but this is my proxy for right now. I just got this from my friend, but this is my proxy. So you run 2 of these. This card's really nice. It can be situational. I'm still iffy about it, but as of right now, it's testing nice on Dueling Network. I'll be testing it at my locals this Saturday. This Saturday is also my birthday, so show me some love, guys. I'll show you my side deck. So my side deck is completely different from Plants and Michael Balan's, so I can show you that real quick. 3 MSTs, obvious. I play Soul Taker. I like this card. If I leave in Hope for Escape, this also helps because it boosts their luck points up by another 1,000. So even if I do this and Hope for Escape is a +1. And then I play Jellin Duo and Spirit Reaper. I love these cards. They're amazing, but I am scared of that Photon Butterfly Papilloperative, however you say it. Well, that card scares the shit out of me because Jellin Duo is my baby, and that card doesn't like my Jellin Duo. It wants to kill my Jellin Duo. It wants to assassinate my Jellin Duo. So yeah, but for right now I'm keeping those in. And then of course the infamous Magic Cylinder. I'm going to talk about this card real quick. Forces Logia negations. Destroys dragons. End of story. Like, when they have big ass dragons on the field and they have a Red Eyes and a Light Pulsar wall, a Mirror Force doesn't get over that. A Deep Prison does, sure, but honestly, in my opinion, I like the burn. The burn aspect of Magic Cylinder. I think it's hilarious when people attack with huge beaters and then they get Magic Cylinder, or like even like TG Stun when they go attack, I go this, and it fucks up their Horn of the Phantom Beast plays, or when they go Skill Drain Barbaros and I do this. It's just hilarious. This is such a fun card to use, and it's not that bad. I like the card. It forces Logia negations, which is amazing. Dolka doesn't get over it, so it's 23 to them if the Dolka. Dragons get over it. TG Stun and Dragons. I don't know. It's not good against Wind-Ups. I mean, Wind-Ups and Inzectors, I'll give you that. But that's why I side it. I only side it in when I feel like it's necessary, and people don't expect it. Then I side Eradicator in the deck dev. I don't main the deck dev. I like to play 40. And if I was going to play this, I'd have to play 41, and I don't want to do that. I want to get it as fast as possible and get all my trump cards as possible. This card's amazing against the meta, but siding it is just as fine, because more than likely, game 1, I will explode and have complete field and hand control, and know what's in their hand. Then the Bottomless, self-explanatory. Dark Smogs, self-explanatory. Inzectors, Wind-Up Hunter, I guess. Dragons, I guess. Skill Drain goes in match. These cards all destroy the meta, and I like them very much. And then my last card, Chain Whirlwind. You could side a Dust Tornado. You could side some other shit. But I like Chain Whirlwind. Activate only when a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect. Select 2 spell and trap cards on the field and destroy them. So when they try to MST my gates, I go, okay, sure. Chain Whirlwind. Get rid of your macro. Get rid of your D-Fisher. Get rid of whatever the fuck. Or I go Dealings. Grapha. Just pop Grapha, Chain Whirlwind. This card is nice. I like this card. It can also be situational, but I feel like it's better than Dust Tornado just because it can get rid of more shit, and it's also fun to use, and it combos well. I can show you my extra deck. My extra deck isn't complete. I'm gonna get the tour guys now, so I also need the Levier and the Zen mains. Obviously, I don't have that yet, so don't look down on me. I'm not a rich motherfucker like half these people. 2 Stardust. I don't know why I even have these in my extra deck. I don't play Malefic or Starlight Road anymore, because my deck is so fast that I don't really feel the need to be too conscious and worry about getting my back row destroyed, because I do want to go all out game 1 and just destroy them. Utopia, Ray, Maystroke, then the level 3s, Leviathan, Tempo, and Muzu Rhythm. I gotta get my Zenmains Levier, as you know, so just, yeah. And then Neo Galaxy Eyes, my favorite Exceed monster. This card is fucking hilarious. But yeah, that's my deck, guys. Let me know what you think.